This is Jack White with the Capital District Growth Team. We're here in Nashville at the Quantum International Convention, and I'm speaking with Linda Christiano, who is a Membership Growth Chair for the New York District. And we just got through a session, and she had some great ideas I'd like to share with our Capital District Growth people and leaders. Linda, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, Jack.
All right, Linda, you said that one problem is we get people in, we don't give them anything to do, and then what happens?
They leave.
Why?
They leave because they don't have a value. You're not meeting their needs. People don't join to spend their time and their money. They really don't. It's a need inside of us, a Kiwanis heart, something we want to do, so we join because we're searching. So if you don't meet that need, you can't bring somebody in the front door, put them on a shelf, and go out and get another new member. You've got to take and nurture that person, get them involved, meet their needs, and they'll stay. If you don't do that, they're going to leave.
What's the mechanism for getting them involved and nurturing them within clubs that you know?
The mechanism is, for an example, if somebody comes in and says they like hands-on, then you get them involved in a committee immediately. Get them involved. Get them doing something that they enjoy doing.
And how do you find out their needs? Do you have a survey of the new member when they come in? What talents you have, what experience you have, what would you like to do, or something like that?
Absolutely, and a lot of clubs are missing it right there, Jack, as they're not finding out who this person is. They take their temperature, they're warm, and they bring them in and put them on a shelf.
They got a check.
They get a check, and they say, wow, we got a new member, next. But you've got to take that person, fill out a form, find out who they are, what their hobbies are, what they like to do. Do they have children? Do they have grandchildren? And make them a part of a family.
All right, now.
Make them feel important.
I guess each club could vary it somewhat, but what would be a good person or group of people in the club to do this survey of the new members and then trying to fit the round pegs in the round holes?
It's going to be your orientation group, your leadership group, and really everybody should take part. Everybody should be keyed in to a new person.
They should be, but somebody's got to take charge to make sure it happens,
and
right?
And that's going to be your orientation group. It's going to be your president that makes them feel welcome. And then your orientation group is going to take over. Your membership committee is going to take over and make them feel really proud to be a part of the organization.
Do you say that this process goes on for a minimum of 6 months, a year, or, I mean, theoretically, the whole time they're in, but how long does this initial hand-holding need to be done with great care?
I don't think we should ever quit.
Okay.
If somebody was active and they're no longer active in the club, how come? Mm-hmm. How come? Why?
And you go see them and ask them.
And you go find out, hey, we missed you, at our meeting that we had. How come you weren't there? Oh, well, I wasn't feeling good. We need to be in tune. We need to be in tune. I knew a gal that was a member of a club. She went through a horrible divorce. Do you know not one Kiwanian of that club ever called to find out why she wasn't there?
That's unfortunately not a rare habit.
Unacceptable.
It's unacceptable and it happens more often than we like to think about. And I've heard that in my church. I was sick and nobody called me and that kind of thing.
Hurts.
It hurts. It
and
really
you know what?
does.
You'll go someplace else.
All right. Now,
okay.
Now, you were talking, Linda, about closing the back door, and we've talked about that in our district, and I'm sure everyone has. What do you think are besides getting people plugged into jobs and things they enjoy doing, what are some things that a club should do to make sure that it's attractive to people?
Well, the first thing, I think, is that they want to feel part of a family. They want to feel that they have value and they contributed. Another thing is they've got to be made aware of what's going on in the community, where your programs come from. You want to have fun, entertaining, and educational programs so that they believe that their money gave them true value.
Now, what about the club itself? Can you bring a person in to a club which is somewhat dysfunctional and expect them to function well in that, or do you need to, you think, start improving the club itself so it'll have a better experience for people?
You need to get your club organized and be guest ready. By guest ready, that means that everybody is in tune. For an example, I'm a salesperson. There might
I
be,
never would have guessed.
there might be someone else in there that's shy.
Yeah.
So what you do is you partner up with them, and they bring somebody in, and they'll say, I want you to meet Linda. This is my friend. And then I will take over, and I will sell that person and get that person involved for that club member who's shy. So it's a team. We're always aware and always alert.
Linda, our people in the Capital District may not be aware of this. Your husband, I think, has been also active in Kiwanis, right? Tell us a little bit.
Okay. My husband is Linda Christiano. He's a past international president.
When was that?
That was in 96, 97, but I didn't know him then. I am his second wife. But the interesting thing now is we remain very, very active in Kiwanis, but he is this year the club president. And so the big joke is you're going around again. And he's also the district chairman for new club building in New York.
And I think if every club president in Kiwanis had half the enthusiasm you have, we'd be a brand new organization. Linda, thanks so much for talking to us, and hope you can keep your enthusiasm.
It's always there. I didn't get it. It came from above.
For the Capital District Growth Team, this is Jack White with another Monday morning message. Thank you for listening.